Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hi, everyone. Good morning to you. It is 8 o'clock on the start of a Monday. Glad you're with us. Thank you so much for being part of a special edition of Second Cup. Here we are. We are talking snow. We are talking wind. We are talking cold temperatures.
Oh, it is going to be frigid. So not everyone's going to get heavy snow, but everyone's going to be dealing with cold temperatures and strong winds. So should we start with the weather headlines?
Well, happy
No?
Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Doesn't this, we all just had
This
such
is such a
We
Monday.
had such a great weekend.
Yesterday was like, I couldn't even watch TV. Like every time I turned anything on, it was about the catch that was not a catch. And I just been circling the drain ever since.
I get it.
Yeah.
This'll
Yeah,
get you
this'll
going
help.
on a
This'll
Monday
cheer you
up.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give everybody the weather headlines, and then if you have questions, this is your opportunity to drop them right into the comments. We can pull them up for air, and you get the answer right from the pro.
Okay, so this morning we have that lake band north of Buffalo. Right now it's impacting extreme northern Erie County and a good portion of Niagara County, where you're dealing with some heavy snow from Niagara Falls, Lewiston, back toward Lockport. Later this morning, around 10 a.m. or so, the band will shift southward and make its way back toward Buffalo, where it'll linger through early this afternoon. And then later this afternoon, the band settles into the south towns. And then tonight, it'll shift further south and then back north. It's kind of hang out south of Buffalo, hanging out there on Tuesday. And then Tuesday night, the band will shift back northward and then fizzle out. So we are looking at winter storm warnings for everyone except for Allegheny County through Wednesday afternoon. Snow and blowing snow, creating whiteouts in those lake bands. And then we'll have some whiteouts at times too, with just the light fluffy snow that's on the ground if you even are not getting the lake effect. And a cold weather advisory south of Buffalo tonight through Tuesday for wind chills about 20 degrees below zero. Look at that band right now north of Buffalo from Niagara Falls to Lewiston back toward Lockport. And good morning. Getting a fat amount of snow in Sanborn. You're going to see.
She meant a fair amount.
Oh, did it say fat? I'm like Will Ferrell. I'll just read from the prompter.
It's
Sorry.
true. Welcome to my world.
Oh, yeah, you got caught this morning.
Sure did.
Funny.
Anyway, I thought, I was thinking fat snowflakes.
I got to tell you, I like that as a phrase.
I thought it made sense to me.
Fair
I mean, I don't
amount
know,
of snow,
Kathy.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that's a great way to describe it. You're going to see about 4 to 9 inches of snow in Sanborn. A few inches, several inches today, and then a lull, then some more on Wednesday. So that's where you'll be by Wednesday. I expect, several inches today, but the band will start to shift further southward after around 10 a.m.
Aunt Sue says it's 37 in Cape Coral, Florida this morning.
Wow.
I saw that they had some snow in North Florida. Yeah.
Carrie was wondering the impact on the airport.
Well, didn't you guys mention there? You'll check right now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that as the band settles over Buffalo and Cheektowaga late this morning through early this afternoon, visibilities could be close to zero. So I expect impact on the airport if you are traveling late morning to early afternoon. I think it'll be fine tomorrow, as the band will be just south of Buffalo.
Yeah, it looks like there are 1, 2, 3 cancellations already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 delayed.
Are you looking
at
at
least.
departures?
Whatever Jordan has pulled up right now.
Oh, I was going to say, I've got arrivals pulled up here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
These are departures.
6 that are canceled coming
Oh.
in. So this is coming into Buffalo.
What about the departures?
So if we did that,
I think that's what Jordan's showing right now.
that
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, yep, and 3. So that's
Just curious.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, so I was supposed to go.
you see what he's looking at.
Oh my goodness. I
knew it.
would have been. I was supposed to go to Miami for the championship game today, and the flight I would have been taking was canceled.
Doesn't
Doesn't that make you?
everything happens
Well,
for
I was
a
You
just
know
reason.
what?
say,
I was
yeah.
going to say everything happens for a reason. So thankfully, we could not get tickets, and I did not drop the amount that they wanted on them. And otherwise, I would have had an expensive ticket and not been able to go and been crushed.
So Kim texting me right now saying, will you please ask Aaron if the weather is part of a polar vortex?
Yeah, we're seeing that polar air, and then the polar vortex is going to reinforce as we get toward this end of the week as well. It's going to be a very active weather week as we have this polar air falling into Western New York.
My dad also weighing in here. What causes that band to shift?
Okay, so we've got a weak disturbance that's going to move through the area, move through the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's Dr. Dranch, right?
It sure is.
Okay. So, Doctor, once this little weak system moves through, the wind will go from southwesterly, southwesterly, like we're seeing right now, to more of a westerly. So it goes from about degrees of 220 to about 250, 260, which will move it just south of Buffalo. So it's a weak disturbance that's going to move through. And this band is going to be impressive today. You could even hear a few rumbles of thunder.
Thunder
with it.
snow.
Thunder
Hey,
snow.
our buddy Tim.
Hi, Tim Meehan.
Hope you're doing well.
Oh, he probably misses these
He
days.
goes, push. He is the deepest voice in
He
the
did.
entire world.
Or into the dust.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read Tim's comment. Good morning from Blaisdell. Have you heard anything about the Skyway if it could close later today when the band shifts?
I have not, but Tim, as
Tim, do you get the buff alerts? Sign up for those buff alerts
yeah,
if you can.
because there's a
That'll
travel
probably be-
advisory for all of Erie County.
Yeah.
Sure. Hi, Annette. Good morning.
Sorry, this was a good one too.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Annette says staying remote again today and staying safe.
Smart.
Annette, you're going to be working from home all week long. She's in Angola.
Oh.
So, Southern Erie County, you're going to get hit, is what you were
If you
saying
can
a little
work from
earlier.
home, go for it. Susan's wondering, why has it been commented that this could be a historical storm? Have you heard that at all?
I have not heard that.
So, okay,
comment. I
Susan-
certainly haven't made that comment.
Yeah, something that we haven't heard and something that Aaron hasn't heard. So this is
Aunt Sue, where are you getting your information from?
Aunt Sue. What station are you watching?
Seriously.
Just kidding, Aunt Sue.
Move back to Buffalo, Aunt Sue, and then you'll get real news.
Philly's wondering how long will it linger over the airport?
About 10, after 10 till about 3 or 4. So
Significant amount of time.
4 to 6 hours. Yeah. Which super unfortunate for those flights that are canceled.
Peter, have not heard anything about tractor trailer bans, but we'll keep you posted as we get more. Again, that travel advisory is in place for Erie County. And then, Linda, we knew you were going to be commenting.
We did promise to talk about
Yes,
Brant.
we did.
I don't know if you were watching this morning on the air, Linda, but at the very end of the show, we give you a very special shout out because we knew exactly what was going to happen during Second Cup.
Yeah. So later this afternoon, Linda, Brant will be getting the snow, and you're going to end up with some high snow totals in Brant by late Tuesday and into early Wednesday. So later today and into tonight, and especially on Tuesday, that snow is really going to pile up in the South Towns, including places like Brant. If we, I should have told Jordan to do this. There's that winter storm severity index we were looking at this morning.
She'll pull it up.
And Brant, I did show you where to find it, Jordan. Brant shaded in red, which is a major impact, expecting closure. So kids, and there's the whole thing with the regents this week as well for high school students. There we go. The winter storm severity index areas shaded in red are expecting major impacts. And you can see those areas include the South Towns.
Okay.
So
Let's
That's a
hit
lot.
Kyla's question, and then I do want to go to Lorelai's because she mentions the school closing.
Okay.
So maybe hit Kyla first.
So with Kyla, how will travel be around 12 p.m. in West Seneca? You'll start to see some snow moving in there. It'll be okay, but Buffalo travel will be difficult around noontime. So I don't know if you're just going locally, you should be fine. But later this afternoon in West Seneca, visibility will be greatly reduced.
About when we all head home.
Yeah,
sometime.
and then you can see that West Seneca's shaded in red with that winter storm severity index. Really, your storm starts to get going later today, and especially tonight and Tuesday. And you're in that 18 to 24 inch snow range by early Wednesday.
That's a lot of snow.
Yeah, so not historical like someone was saying. It's not that. We're not, it's not November, but it is a lot of snowfall. School closings, they'll absolutely occur. The big thing, let's start south of Buffalo tomorrow. The big thing will be the wind chills. That'll be below zero. So you have wind chill values that'll be about 20 degrees below zero as we head into Tuesday morning. And we have the cold weather advisory for Wyoming, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, and Allegheny counties into northern PA. Wind chill readings about 20 degrees below zero. That's in effect tonight through tomorrow. So that the superintendents will have to weigh. And then, of course, you have the winter storm warning. I would expect schools in the South Towns to be closed, as even if you're not getting significant snow tomorrow morning, you will as Tuesday moves along. So have a plan in, say, Orchard Park, East Aurora, Hamburg, Eden, Central Schools, Holland, places like that.
So Laura says, any travel bans in the area? Laura, the answer is no. However, all of Erie County is under that travel advisory. So it's super important that you keep that in mind. In other words, no unnecessary travel is what they're saying. If you don't have to be out, they're asking that you not be out. They're not saying you're banned from driving and you could be ticketed and get in trouble with law enforcement. No, that's not what's happening here. The reality is the roads are manageable, but they want to make sure that crews can work. That's number one. Number two, they need to make sure that everyone's safe on the road. That's number two. And number three, the roads are going to get slick.
Yeah.
So if you don't have to be out and cause the possibility of accidents and then tying up crews and then blocking roads, the dominoes start to fall.
Well, we
right?
talked about the whiteout possibilities too. And
Oh, yeah.
that's what gets scary is when the wind's really blowing on top of
It certainly does. And you're driving, and I know I saw Route 5 at Tiff, but if Jordan, if you go the 290 eastbound at Colvin had an accident, or at Delaware, if you go to that camera, and then the 190, say on Grand Island, Whitehaven, look there for a lot of snow coming down. So you're talking about whiteout. So as the day moves along, winds are going to increase, gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour. We have this light, fluffy snow on the ground, so blowing snow, drifting snow, and whiteout conditions, especially when you're driving and say, you're driving and then someone passes you and all that snow pops up. With winds of 40 miles per hour, definitely going to have whiteout conditions. What about Lockport?
Yeah.
Did it change? No, you have the warning in effect, and that is in effect until Wednesday at 4 p.m. So Niagara County and Lockport, you're getting the snow right now, and that band will shift south of you later this morning. And there's a view of the 190 at Whitehaven. You can see the snow tracks. They've been out to plow and salt. So as we get the volume out there, the conditions do improve. It's not as bad as it was earlier when you really couldn't see a thing. No. So that's an encouraging sign. But, we're still tracking that lake effect snow band. It looks like some light snow in Grand Island right now. If you go maybe, Jordan, to the 190 up near exit 22 or 23, you can see the heavier snow up in places like Niagara Falls and Lewiston.
So for those of you who are just joining, and I think a bunch of people are new here, we do this every single morning at 8 o'clock on our Facebook Live page. Not every morning is it dedicated to the weather because weather changes here.
But on these mornings, it certainly is.
And that's what it's all about. It's all about making sure that you can share your voice, what you're seeing in your community, but then also getting the information directly from the experts. So that's why we're here this morning with Aaron.
Okay. And so there's the 190 at Niagara Falls Boulevard. You see the big flakes and the snow is coming down right there. Visibilities are reduced. And, especially on that looks like 190 northbound where the road's a little more snow covered. So the right lane's okay. Center, left lane, certainly covered in snow. And I saw a question from someone about Williamsville at 5 p.m. You'll have blowing snow and temperatures in the teens. The heavier snow will be south of Williamsville by then. It should have come to an end, but expect blowing snow to really impact, the travel in the sense that you're driving and things are okay, and then it's going to be tough to see. As that, like I said, light fluffy snow with winds gusting near 40 miles per hour, and wind chills will be below zero. So if you are out and you get stuck, make sure you have a lot of warm gear in the car.
It sounds like a lot of the south towns is really where you're focused.
It's funny you say
For
that, 'cause
tonight and tomorrow,
Crystal
definitely.
said, did it shift more south than originally projected? She's wondering.
No. This weekend, the warning came out and it's kind of, hey, it's going to be north of Buffalo Monday morning, which it is, then shift southward during the day on Monday through the metro area, and then kind of settle south of Buffalo late, Monday afternoon through Monday night into Tuesday before shifting back northward Tuesday night into Wednesday. I know there's a lot of information out there.
Right.
And things do change with lake effect snow. The band is supposed to shift south at 10 a.m., but Mother Nature sometimes does things differently. So we're watching it. But right now it's starting where it's supposed to, and it is where it's supposed to be. That's where the forecast was for this morning. And then later this morning, like I said, around 10 or so, you'll start to see that band shift southward as that weak front moves through, and then the winds make a subtle wind change, which, of course, will change where that snow is going to be.
Wow, what a difference a couple of hours makes, though.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up this comment from Annette. This is so nice. She says, look like we're going to get hit in Angola. So happy with your reporting and keeping us updated.
Oh, yeah. Angola, you are going to see about 18 to 24 inches by Wednesday. Tonight into tomorrow, that's when your snow really piles up in Angola. So thanks for chiming in, Annette. We certainly appreciate that.
Crystal, Aaron, thank you for answering so many questions. Genuinely appreciated.
Crystal, you're very welcome. Glad to be here. It's what I like to talk about. And normally I'd like to talk about the Bills, but that would make me cry like Josh.
Thank you.
So let's just stick with the weather.
Josh Allen, right? Yes, you're
Well,
right.
and I think if
I was like, wait a second.
Oh. I think if you say Josh, people know, right? Yeah. Josh Allen. Yeah.
2 feet of snow by tomorrow morning is what Don says. Is that true? How much snow will we have by tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, 2 feet of snow by Wednesday morning. in the south towns. You could have about 6 to 12 tonight south of Buffalo, and then another foot or two during the day on Tuesday, again, depending on where that band is. But you're looking at snowfall rates about 2 inches per hour. So I don't know where Don lives.
Don,
So
where do you live?
that, because it's certainly the snow totals are going to vary all over the place because that's what lake effect snow does. But the south towns, the highly populated ones, Orchard Park, Hamburg, West Seneca, toward Eden and Holland, you folks will have the highest snow amounts by Wednesday morning.
Scotty was wondering.
Oh, by Thursday.
Thursday evening. He said, Don had said Thursday.
By 2 feet. Yeah, south of Buffalo. Yes.
Scotty's wondering if the band's going to move back up to Niagara Falls again. Does it go as north as Niagara Falls again?
It's going to move back through Niagara Falls in the next hour or so. Right now, it's up near Lewiston where the heaviest snow is, but the band has to move back south, and that'll be going through Niagara Falls again this morning.
Good news for all of you cuppies.
What do you think it's going to be?
Dun, 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 dun.
We're extending our show today.
9 a.m., baby.
I did. I thought someone was writing in, and I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, someone was writing in. It's our boss. We're on
Our
to
Yeah,
boss.
guess what?
I saw he had a lot of text, but I haven't had a chance. Good, bad.
Just as we're staying on until 9.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Here, he says you're killing it, Aaron. Keep going.
I doubt that. Yeah. If it's
Mickey-
true, then bring me another ice cap. I'm dying here.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Seriously. Pat says it's a good day to hunker down and snuggle up in a warm blanket, no doubt. Cindy says when you say south, will that be us in Salamanca?
No, you will not get as much snow in Salamanca. So sorry about that. So you're well south along Interstate 86. You'll see a few inches of snow. You'll still have the winds and the cold temperatures. For Salamanca, your big story will be wind chills about 20 degrees below zero tonight through tomorrow, especially tomorrow morning. So that's what I'm saying with the superintendents in Salamanca. The snow won't be a big issue. It's the wind chills. And if you have a lot of kids walking to school in Salamanca, you're talking dangerously cold weather if they have to be out for any length of time. And then you could get frostbite. So that you will not see, you're talking a few inches of snow, but the wind chills for you are the big story. Shannon, Lancaster Depew. All right. So Lancaster Depew, always an interesting spot because South Lancaster, South Depew could get 2 feet of snow. And I see that a lot in Cheektowaga too. Prepare in your for Lancaster Depew, late this morning into this afternoon. That's when the band starts to shift southward toward Buffalo and then impacting Lancaster Depew. You're kind of on that border where the heavy snows will be tonight into tomorrow. I think it'll be south of Lancaster tonight, but tomorrow, that Lancaster Depew southward toward Holland, over toward Boston, Colden, Eden. That's the area that should be the most impacted.
So Annette was, I was saying, she's going to be working home
Yeah.
for a couple of days this week. That's the bottom line here. If you can, you should.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Especially
there's a
with the
travel advisory, and you got the travel advisory posted. If you're traveling across Erie County from northern Erie County to southern Erie County, say tomorrow, you're going to run into a lot of different types of weather with sun, Buffalo northward tomorrow, and strong winds. But then you go south and you won't be able to see a thing because the visibility is to be close to zero. And there's a view of the 190 at Beaver Island Parkway there. And notice things are moving slowly. It's better than it was a couple hours ago because that band is north of you. But right now it looks like Lewiston over toward Cambria, Ransomville, up into Newfane getting the most impact with that lake band. But the band does have to shift southward. This is always a tough spot with the 190
look at
going
that. Yeah.
southbound,
Yeah.
where you got the merge and everyone's crawling along. And now you don't have much space right there.
No.
And I know we'll swim over there at Beaver Island. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
So it's one of those spots, and I'm watching this right now, and you get all sweaty for the people who are driving.
You couldn't see anything though this morning when we were taking those live cameras 5 and 6 o'clock this morning. It was a whiteout, and I mean, obviously, you can see where the radar meets the reality, and things start to change.
So, Jordan, while we answer this question, if you go to the 190, say exit 23 or 24, we could probably see the snow coming down a little more heavily. Collins, Gowanda, so Crystal, that is tonight into tomorrow. That's an area you're in the 1 to 2 foot range of snow along that Chautauqua Ridge. So expect a fair amount of snow with the strong winds blowing that snow around. So that for you is later today, especially into tonight and tomorrow, where we'll start to see that snow really pick up south of Buffalo.
May I just say, the South Towns people, you are a special breed. I don't have it in me to live in the South Towns. It's just like
God, please.
so much snow.
Hamburg is like Edwards Place.
Please.
It's your jam.
That's because Russ's family's from Hamburg. He's trying to get us to move to Hamburg, and
I love
I'm
it.
like Amy Winehouse. I'm like, no.
No, I just think that like it's so. I mean, you are good at handling the snow, and I feel like you guys know how I am with the snowfall.
I know, but I
I
could
grew up
just see
here.
this argument between Edward and Russell.
Are you
Russell, if you think
I'm sorry, you see
That
Ed,
is literally exactly what
Yeah.
I
you
say.
see Ed and Russell arguing.
and Russell, Edward,
Dan
we're
just
moving
made me
to
laugh with
Hamburg.
this one really
We
quick.
don't argue. we speak very loudly.
They discuss.
Discuss.
Dan's probably
With
thinking what a lot
animation.
of people are thinking right now. Why do we live here?
Oh,
Thank you.
man.
I do want to say hello to Jan.
Hi,
Good
Jan.
morning, Jan.
Jan,
Why am I just discovering this? I love your coverage. Thanks, Jan. We appreciate you.
glad you're with us. Yeah,
Jan-
ask away.
Caller, what's your question?
Yeah, Jan, let us know where you are. What can we tell you?
You
We
can
have
ask
to go
Ed
somewhere today.
anything, but I prefer weather questions.
Yeah, I am literally too open of a book, is what I discovered the other day.
I feel like Russell's ready to type in.
Correct.
Edward, calm it down.
Well, here, Marcia, she's in Ransomville right now, coming down good here. she
Oh,
says.
thank you, Marcia. We appreciate. I love when we hear from our
Excuse me.
viewers who are dealing with the snow right now, and obviously the radar showing the darker shades of purple there up in Ransomville, beautiful Ransomville, I should add, and that's where that snow from Lewiston. I know Jordan had the 190 there. Was it exit at Packard Road?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
and the snow coming out a pretty good clip. Sometimes you can see the visibility is reduced, but some of the cameras are way better than others. You'll find when I do the traffic in the morning, I try to stick to the ones that are the most clear. So that shows a nice clear view where the snow is coming down and the roads are covered up.
We never get hit in this town of Tonawanda. Should we actually expect it today, is what Mickey is saying.
Yeah, you'll get snow later this morning.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Whitmer Road.
Ooh, Whitmer. Wait, is that the ramp? Yeah, that's tough when it's
And
all covered in snow.
Cher's wondering, could there be any snow in Alden for the next few days?
Yeah, Alden, you'll get snow later this morning through early this afternoon. Not much tomorrow, and then more tomorrow night into Wednesday.
Even when we don't talk snow, huge snow totals in places, we were still talking the potential of school closures
Mhm.
just because of the temperatures, because it is going to be really cold.
It's going to be extremely cold. You're looking at temperatures that'll be well below zero, about 20 degrees below zero across the southern tier. And here's the Wednesday by 4 p.m. snow totals graphic, because a lot of you are asking. Now, again,
Oh, was this updated?
I just updated this.
Okay.
Yeah. So by 4 p.m. Wednesday, you can see the South Towns in the 18 to 24 inch range along the Chautauqua Ridge. You folks in the 12 to 18 inch range, Warsaw over toward Java, Attica, high amounts as well. Buffalo to Batavia northward, about 4 to 9 inches. More snow in South Buffalo, say, than North Buffalo. And like I said, we're all going to get more snow on Wednesday. And then lower amounts as you make your way toward places like Salamanca and Wellsville. And we're talking about the cold. Everyone's going to be dealing with winds, so all this snow is going to be blowing around, so travel will be difficult. The worst spot will be the South Towns, where you'll have the most disruption due to the weather starting today, continuing through Wednesday.
Okay, can we pause for a second? Can we just take that snowfall map full for a second? I notice here that Buffalo is kind of in that pink range, just like Springville as well, and Lancaster.
Yeah,
so are we
that's-
talking 10 to 16 there as well, or what are we thinking?
You're thinking close to 9, like 7 to 9 in Buffalo, but Buffalo has that thing where you could have a lot more in South Buffalo than North Buffalo,
Sure.
but that would include all the schools in Buffalo, as we've seen. So if South Buffalo is getting crushed, then all the Buffalo schools will close, even if the metro area and the northern parts of Buffalo are not. So like I mentioned with Lancaster, Depew, you're in that 10 to 16 inch range too, where you're just on the border of that, and over towards South Buffalo, including West Seneca. And then, even up in Amherst over toward Lockport, you're still going to see a fair amount. I saw someone say Campbell
Yeah, in
through
Lockport.
Lockport is a mess. Yeah. I tell you, I love that road. That's where I ride my bike. That's like the 8-foot shoulders is the best place to ride a bike in Western New York, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm familiar with that, getting a lot of snow there.
Hello.
Oh, that's a good camera. Thank you,
Wow.
Jordan. Live look at the Lewiston-Queenston Bridge, and the snow is coming down. The bridge is completely covered in snow.
That was just a good question. Where did
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to it.
where did it go? Somebody had
Marie, Wednesday, I have a doctor appointment in Williamsville. I live in West Seneca. Should I cancel? I'm thinking yes, is what she says.
Yeah, you know what? It depends on the time. Wednesday morning should be okay. Wednesday early morning, Wednesday late morning into the afternoon, more snow coming in. It really depends on how comfortable you are with that kind of travel. If you're not, then just cancel it and reschedule. It's going to be cold and snowy all week. It's a very eventful weather week.
Jen, I saw your comment a little earlier. I know that you're driving from someplace in Erie County, I believe, back to Alfred. That's going to be a drive.
Well, if you go like now, you should be just fine. That band is north of Buffalo. The longer you wait, better chance for that snow to push southward later today. So it depends on where you're starting from and where you're going. I've got to get ready for the cut-in, so I will be right back.
We'll touch Lackawanna when you come back.
Okay, yep, sounds good. They're in the high impact area.
So Aaron's running into the other studio. He'll be back with
Running
us.
into the other studio yelling, they're in the high impact area.
He'll be with us in just a second. We're going to take him live on TV, but then we're also going to simulcast here as well. Hamburg is where Jen is. Okay, so yeah, I mean, is what Aaron is saying. Aaron is saying that you should probably leave sooner than later.
Like if you could go now.
Yeah.
As in like get
Hustle.
Your keys. Yeah, get your keys. Yeah.
Look, the reality is, and maybe what we can do is take that snow radar here, Jordan, just to show exactly what's going on here.
So that's where the band is now. It's north.
Exactly.
We were just showing the Lewiston cameras,
Maybe take it full also, just so that people can see. The reality is it's moving north to south. Aaron's probably going through them.
He's working on his graphics right now. Yeah, so he's going to do a full forecast.
So the band is moving from north to south. Later today, Aaron was saying that the snow is going to shift south of Buffalo, but that by tomorrow, while it may be less snow on the ground, it's going to be super cold.
All right, good morning, everyone. We are looking right now at the 190 at exit 22. That's Niagara Falls Boulevard up in Niagara County with the snow coming down. You can see the 190 covered in snow in a lot of spots, and you are driving slowly through northern parts of Niagara County right now. That lake effect snow band is north of Buffalo. That's where it'll be this morning. And then late this morning into early this afternoon, shifting toward the metro area. And then mid-afternoon, it is over the Southtowns. Southtowns, be ready. It's quiet right now, but that'll change later today. Winter storm warnings posted for everyone except Allegheny County through Wednesday afternoon for snow and blowing snow with winds gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour. We also have a cold weather advisory in effect for Wyoming, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, and Allegheny counties. 10 p.m. today through 1 p.m. on Tuesday for wind chills 20 degrees below zero. You look at the radar right now, there's that snow north of Buffalo, Niagara Falls to Lewiston, back toward Lockport, some heavier snows in Ransomville and Wilson over toward Cambria. This band will start to shift southward in the next hour or so. 18 in Buffalo, 14 in Jamestown, 20 in Niagara Falls, a wind chill of 2 below in Jamestown. It feels like 2 in Buffalo. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. There's that band over Buffalo around noon. By 6 o'clock, you can see the band over the Southtowns stretching along the Chautauqua Ridge. Tonight, south of Buffalo, and then tomorrow, that band really sets up over the Southtowns. It'll oscillate a bit, but heaviest snow will be just south of Buffalo tonight into Tuesday. Tuesday night and early Wednesday, that band shifts northward, and then we all get more snow late Wednesday afternoon. So snow totals by Wednesday afternoon. Highest amounts will be across the Southtowns, where you could see about 1 to 2 feet of accumulation. Your forecast for today: a high temperature of 23 snow, about 3 to 8 inches in that lake band, which will drift southward. We're all going to have to deal with blowing snow tonight. A low of 7, wind chills below zero. Significant snow south of Buffalo tonight and Tuesday. We all get snow Wednesday.
All right, I'm going to go out on a limb here because there are people asking about school closures. As an educated Western New Yorker.
Yes. Oh, do you have one? If you're just joining us, Ed and I have worked together for a very long time.
Way too long.
Way too long, yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the majority of the school closures that we will see tomorrow will be south of the city. Will that include the city of Buffalo? Perhaps.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking, cold, extreme cold, and a lot of people who are walking to school, waiting for the bus outside. A lot of these superintendents are going to have to keep this in mind.
Yeah, and they do. So I think that's probably a good point. I think maybe most of the snow-related closings we'll see south of the city.
Right.
But it's just, it is going to be really cold. And really, it's going to be really cold throughout a good portion of this week.
When Aaron comes back, he'll show us the 7-day forecast. 8 degrees, I believe, was the high on Saturday.
Yeah. So here's the other thing too. It is Regents Week, and that just adds another layer. But I think we kind of know, we've come to see that safety is really paramount.
Mhm.
And especially when you've got like Buffalo School District, for example, you've got little kids, you
Right.
know, I mean, in every district, but like we're talking about where kids walk to school,
Sure.
there are a lot of little kids.
Howard, I'm laughing at your comment here. Be careful. Don't give people false hope. I know. I'm
it's
just
okay.
saying,
You know what? Here's what I would say. If
again, a
you're-
hypothesis. I would
if
say.
you're a parent, have a plan.
Yeah.
You know, just like, hey, I'm going to call grandma. I'm going to call my aunt. I'll work from home and I guess throw on movies. I don't know how you can work from home. Watch, you know, it depends on how old your kids are. But I think just like having that, but we were just talking about, Aaron's just joining us here.
Okay.
We're just talking about school and possible, you know, snow days and just how like, just to have the plan concept right
Oh,
now.
yeah. And we have the heads up. You know, we're giving about 24-hour heads up that there's going to be a lot of schools closed tomorrow. And unfortunately, too, like you mentioned with Regents Week and juggling all those midterms, it's.
Oh my God, that was the best feeling. Are you kidding me? When midterms were canceled, it was like, oh, what a relief.
You know what I'm thinking about is the person who's like big part of their job is planning the regions and they're sitting home right now like, oh my God.
It's not going to be that bad,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
Stretching
Yeah.
things out. Yeah.
You know, maybe this is the good look, there's no way to say what schools are going to be closed right now. I mean, like that is a case-by-case basis. That is an individual school decision. However,
So you're asking about Tonawanda. Now,
Right.
the weather tomorrow in Tonawanda will be partly sunny, teens. It'll be breezy and cold, but that snow will be south of Buffalo on Tuesday. I know the warning lasts through Wednesday afternoon for everyone, but it's that band is going to be moving a lot, and it really settles just south of Buffalo on Tuesday. So the Tonawandas, you know, you're talking partly sunny skies, temperatures in the low teens, wind chills, you know, below zero. So that's a tough call. But I would think you could get to school in Tonawanda.
Oh, Alex, you're saying the words that local meteorologists.
and this is why I brought this comment
Uh-huh.
up, because I really want to address this. Because seriously, like when you're looking at your phone, you know, Apple Weather will tell you one thing or Google Weather will tell you another thing. But this is why it's so important to check in with your local meteorologist. And not only do we have a local meteorologist, we got the chief here. So he's the
They
expert.
gave us the chief. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, though, I mean, answer that question. Why is it important to check in
Right,
with us
because-
and not Apple on your phone?
For example, like if we're looking at this, it just looks like Buffalo's getting a little snow at 9 and then windy, windy, windy. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what we see on this.
Okay, well, I mean, perhaps the model that the phone uses. I don't look at my weather phone. I don't have an app on my phone for weather. So I have the radar because I like following that. But the snow is coming
Guess
to the
what, old man, you do.
Nerd. No, yeah,
I do?
Yeah.
Everybody's got
But I'm taking it off after the show. You guys will have to show me
And
how.
yells with stick at cloud.
I'm not getting off my lawn guy just yet. But I had a tree fall. One of my favorite trees fell, and I don't know what to do with
I
it.
got a news for you. If you have a favorite tree, you are get off my lawn. Okay, so go ahead. Let's address the snow issue.
And nothing for you. All right, so winter storm warning in effect for everyone except Allegheny County through Wednesday afternoon for snow and blowing snow. We're not all going to be dealing with snow the entire stretch through Wednesday, but we will all be dealing with the blowing snow, and that'll be reducing visibility. This one's something we don't see too often. Cold weather advisory south of Buffalo tonight through Tuesday, and wind chills will be 20 degrees below zero. There's that snow band right now. You can see some heavier snow from Niagara Falls up toward Lewiston, all the way up toward Wilson and Porter, Appleton, over toward Alcott. You're dealing with that snow. Lockport getting in with some moderate snow right now, stretching over toward Newfane and near Heartland. And then that band, the heart of it, you know, Bransonville along 93 and 104 and 18 over toward Transit. Southern edge of the band, moving through Grand Island and near the 990 by Pendleton up in Amherst. So extreme northern Erie County with some snow right now. But notice the steadiest, heaviest snows are really impacting central and northern parts of Niagara County right now.
I honestly, so hi, Jordan. Glad you're with us.
Jordan.
Good morning. I don't know if Jordan is being sarcastic or if she's dead serious, because she actually is from Montana.
Yeah,
so
I can totally see her being like, I have a plan to drive.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or just being sarcastic as she normally is. You know?
I mean, it's cold and snowy across a good portion of the country, Jordan. So, just be careful, especially around the Great Lakes. That's where the lake effect snow obviously will be coming off.
This is why you have to check in with your local meteorologist, honestly, because
Thanks, Lauren.
these weather apps are oftentimes just wrong.
Yeah, and we get that a lot. Like, oh, my app said, and you guys, I'm like, well, I don't program your app. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's very different.
He
And
doesn't even know he has.
I didn't
the
even
app.
know I had one. Pointed it out. Yeah, which we're taking off after the show.
Oh,
But
okay.
you guys will have to do it for me.
So she was leaving on Thursday, it seems. So, I mean, by that point, I mean, what are we thinking, Aaron?
Well, I mean, Jordan, maybe I'll write to her after. I'll
Yeah.
send her a text because I don't know if you're traveling from Buffalo to, like you said, Montana. I got to look at everything, but I can tell you that we are not alone. Like, this is a lot of cold air. You saw the game in Chicago last night where it was cold and snowy. So this is it's end of January. So a lot of the country dealing with, even in North Florida, they had a lot of snowfall.
30
So,
degrees, we heard from Aunt Sue.
yeah.
Somebody else had John. So before someone had said that this is always a bad week, or it just tends to be a bit like,
Yeah.
and really, okay, let's be real. It's like towards the end of January, it probably is. Actually, Paul and I have traveled on this week a number of times, and I remember really watching snow. You were doing that for us a couple times. We were trying to get down south.
Yeah.
But Dawn said this. We had a storm during Regents Week last week. My school district canceled school for 2 days. I appreciate their concern for the student, faculty, and support staff. So even though it's Regents Week, chances are they're going to be making that decision based on safety.
Yeah, and when they look out the window and you've got the lake band and we're saying, hey, here's the band, it's south. It is going to move a little bit during the day on Tuesday, but mostly impact areas south of Buffalo before shifting northward. So, Buffalo, maybe not South Buffalo, but northern Erie and Niagara counties, you're going to be windy and cold tomorrow, but you're actually going to see some sunshine on Tuesday.
Tracy has a comment about Batavia, wondering when it's going to get there, but you were saying Wyoming County is going to get a lot of snow.
Yeah, Wyoming County is kind of in the heart when you go from the south towns like central and southern Erie County, stretching into Wyoming County, extreme northern Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties. You'll have the heaviest snows. So in Batavia, that later this morning. So that band will start to shift southward later this morning, and it will stretch toward Batavia.
Which
go ahead.
I was going to pull up Chelsea's.
Yeah.
When is Amherst getting hit the most, and then Orchard Park?
Okay, so Amherst will be later this morning, say around after 10. I'm really expecting this little disturbance to move through around 10 and then start to shift that snow south of Buffalo. So Amherst, you're talking late this morning into early this afternoon. Then Orchard Park will be early mid-afternoon through this evening, and then Tuesday.
Then I was going to say, does Amherst get hit Tuesday again or no?
Not until the evening.
Okay, perfect.
Good news for you.
Yeah.
I got to drive it.
Oh, I'm expecting a text. Right?
Angela also wants to know about Kenton. I have clients at 1 p.m. coming from the city.
Okay, they're going to be driving through snow from as they come from Buffalo. Buffalo is going to be very snowy around 1 p.m. and very windy. So travel to get to the Kenton area will be a difficult later today. So, later this morning into early this afternoon. Unfortunately, you're talking about the heart of the band, Buffalo up toward Kenmore at around 1 p.m.
So you're looking live at you were looking live at the new stadium.
Hopefully we're the number one seed next year. I think that's the key after watching what happened this past weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it was just brutal.
And the refs, the better refs.
I mean, do we address the Bills at this point and just say that was a catch?
Well, it was a catch in the game last night. It was basically the exact same play. He caught it, knee hit the ground, and then they ripped it out of his hands. They're like, oh, it goes to the catch.
Literal BS.
The inconsistency with the NFL is just mind-boggling. And then, you have the best player on the planet. You can't catch a break.
Can I say this?
Sure, you're going to.
Fire all the refs, and here's why: we don't need them anymore. Because with the rise of AI, I think we would get much more accurate and less influenced calls. Because who knows what kind of, and I'm speculating here, and I'm just going out on a limb.
Would also
it's rigged.
I'm just going to say something.
I'm not saying I love your idea. I think your idea is plausible, like using AI way differently. I do think it would probably take a little bit of time because I think if you want that in real time, do you know what I'm saying? You'd have to make adjustments.
But they're able to do like those virtual things because there's that chip in the ball, so they can do like the virtual.
That was
just
good.
Need to,
I'm telling you,
with a few adjustments.
The refs get graded, so I would admit there's only a couple.
F.
Yeah, I would be shocked if I saw those refs reffing another game after what happened last night.
I just think
Saturday night.
the computer knows. honestly, throw some sensors in the field, make this the standard across the board, and we would start to see some reality set in for these refs that they all suck.
Well, I do think that if there's the AI pressure, I don't know.
I'm just saying. Jason, am I for real? No, I'm just saying. I'm joking around.
Jason, he runs his mouth.
I'm just so irritated because, like, that was a catch. And because there's so much inconsistency.
You know what, though? Here's the thing. Yes, it was a catch. The game there were a lot more issues than just that. And I'm not saying that, like, that wouldn't have changed the outcome, because I think we all know it would have, but we had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
It was hard.
I mean, the 5 interceptions. I mean, you heard from Josh Allen, right? He was saying it just as much as anyone else.
I will say he takes responsibility.
Right.
He takes credit very humbly, and he also takes responsibility sometimes even when it's not his full responsibility.
Sure.
So.
Maybe I will. I'm going to patent this. No one steal my idea.
Please. The people who've already got the patents are like, nice one.
Shut up, Dranch.
2 years ago.
My dad, of course, being the naysayer here. AI tech can be manipulated too.
I mean, we all did lose our phones for.
Right. Denise, though, saying that was a catch. And what about when Cooks was in the end zone, the Denver teammate was holding him? I know. There was a ref right there and there was no flag. Tell me about it. I know. Too much inconsistency.
Yeah, it is. See, Mark, I'm with you too. It's
I know. But
and like, because it could have happened if things had gone differently. But yeah, that was a hard.
Todd says, isn't this about the weather? Todd, yes. Here's the thing. Absolutely.
Well, so Todd, if you're just joining us for the first time, I'm going to be honest with you. It's often not about the weather at all.
Right.
On Second Cup, we basically hit all different topics. We give you the hard news of the day. So today's news is the weather. And then we also will, of course, add a little color every now and then.
And for what it's worth, Aaron is doing a live radio interview right now on WBEN. So if you are about to get in the car, or if you are driving around Western New York listening to us, you can also listen to Aaron on WBEN News Radio 930 with Susan Rose and Brian Mazurowski, two of our good friends. But he's in another room right now. We're filling time while he's on the radio, so and we can talk about the Bills.
Todd, right now you can be the Aaron. Oh, I had his comment. Lockport's getting hammered.
There you go.
Yeah, and let us know as you're out and about throughout your day today. Send us a note if you see something we should know about. And chime in right now. What are you seeing outside your door?
Kayleen. It's not inconsistent. It's purposefully orchestrated bias calls that favor the teams that will bring in more money for the NFL. Do we think that Buffalo would not bring in a lot of money? I feel like nationwide there is a huge, Bills Mafia has been growing for years. And I feel like.
Okay, so I'm also going to say the past couple of years, the NFL has gotten a new generation and maybe a new category of fans. And
Swifties.
People aren't going to love that I'm going to say it, but it's the Swifties. It's the Haley Steinfeld fans. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
No.
Come from wherever, if you're getting more eyes on this product. And I think there's a lot of the younger generation that they're really into Haley Steinfeld. Yeah. And so now I think it's maybe a new set of eyes nationally. Okay. Like in Buffalo, where, Western New York, we know, right? But I think it's opening it up to maybe another generation, a bigger.
Expanding horizons.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
Kathlena, I don't disagree.
You know what though, guys? We say this every year at this time.
I know.
And then by the time August comes around.
Well, but there's just so much hope and so much promise at that point. And you're like, this is our year.
Well, right. So
at this point, we're like, maybe next year.
That's okay, because we have these few months to.
Get back on the roller coaster.
We get through the summer, and then we get all excited again.
I feel like I was on the roller coaster without a seatbelt and got ejected from the ride, and was like, you're hurting inside. Everything just hurts.
You need something to do in addition to the game being on. You got to come to my house where we now have this push car for the baby. So the whole game we're just pushing.
Back on the weather, Sherry said, is Batavia getting anything today? Aaron was talking about that a little earlier. It seems like there will be at some point snow in Batavia. Wyoming County will get a lot more. Bottom line here, it's the cold that's also the story. So keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Emily, good morning to you from Niagara Falls as we take a live look at the gorge. Snow was heavy, but is now lightened in the falls. Please shovel your sidewalks.
Jamie, so we have been talking about the forecast. Aaron stepped out for 2 seconds. He does the weather on the radio right now, so he'll be right back. And so if you have any questions, you're welcome to put them in. And as soon as we get the expert back, we'll be asking them.
And so for those of
every
you,
now and then we do have to just talk bills.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you who are joining for the first time, we certainly welcome you in, and we're so glad that you're with us. We do this every single morning between 8 and 8:30. We've got a special edition here today, obviously talking about the weather, and we invite you to be part of the conversation about the day's topics. We literally go soup to nuts sometimes. It could be bills, it could be politics, it could be what's happening in the world, breaking news, or we're talking about shopping.
Yeah, a study that we found, something that interests us.
Yeah.
So join us. We would love to have you share your voice, 8 o'clock every day, Second Cup. I see Christopher's chiming in, wondering about Kenmore. So Christopher, I just mentioned Aaron is doing the radio right now. As soon as he's done, we'll bring him back in and we'll hit Batavia and Kenmore for you guys.
And then I want to take you live. I believe this is the Lewiston-Queenston Bridge, Jordan. Yes. Okay. Look at how snowy it is there and snow covered. So this is Niagara County, and I'm just looking at the radar as well because this is where the radar meets reality. Niagara County, Niagara Falls, Lockport, all being hammered right now. And it looks like the darker purples are actually in that area right now. And it's kind of just hovering over the falls in Lockport.
The roads are just covered there.
Yeah.
I mean, look at these cars. And you know what? I was also going to bring up Christopher because you had asked about Kenmore. If you're going right now, Christina's chiming in just to help you out and says, hey, it's fine right now.
There you go.
So if you have, and Ed was just showing you where exactly the snow band is. So if you're headed to Kenmore now, depending where you're coming from, looks like you'd be okay.
Big shout out to our producer, Jordan Broking, who is behind the scenes, making sure that everything goes off without a hitch here and really making sure that you are in the know. Jordan is so intuitive that when we're talking about something, she just pulls it up.
She knows what to do.
She's so smart. We're so lucky to have her. Grand Island, we saw some live shots from Grand Island just a little while ago, and it looks like things have certainly lightened up there. Earlier in the morning, 2-3 hours ago, you couldn't see anything there. The bridges were not even within view because of the snowfall. Things have certainly changed. And I mean, we're seeing snow falling, but it's not nearly as bad as what it was. So Aaron,
Jordan is the best, by the way.
She is. She's great. We're so lucky to have her.
Jordan.
Aaron's back with us.
Well, you were gone, Aaron. We had a couple people wanted to quick know about Batavia, then Kenmore.
Mm-hmm. And maybe just briefly touch on Grand Island here since we're showing it live.
Okay, so we'll start with Grand Island because we can see it right there. You still have the light snow near the South Grand Island Bridge, some heavier snow near the North Grand Island Bridge. The band is north. The heavier snow is north of Grand Island, shifting southward. And then we're starting to see that southward shift already. So like I said, by around 10 a.m., it really starts to make its way closer to Buffalo. Later this morning, you mentioned Batavia and Kenmore, so northern Erie County and Genesee County. So Batavia will see it later this morning into this afternoon as well. Kenmore, you're in that same time frame as that band is starting to shift southward. So I just updated this graphic here. I want you to watch. You can see the band north of Buffalo. And where's the graphic I just made? Let me just find it here. Okay, there it is. I drew the line there. And we go back to 7:50. You can see the band is north of that. And now at 8:45, we're starting to see some snow generate south of that band as it's starting to push a little bit further to the south like we were talking about.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Okay, thanks, man. Yeah. So, yeah.
Watch the timing.
Boom. And then,
okay, there it goes.
All right. So maybe you didn't have snow along the 990 an hour ago, and now you do. South Grand Island, we just saw light snow, heavier snow in the northern parts of Grand Island, and the heaviest snow is up along the 190, say up near Lewiston and the Porter area. So that's pretty interesting to just kind of watch where that band is starting to push further southward. We zoom into Niagara Falls, Lewiston, Lockport, over toward Cambria, Wilson, Ransomville, Newfane. You folks are dealing with the heavy snow right now, but it will continue to shift southward as we get toward late this morning and especially early this afternoon. Laurie and Buffalo, you'll get your snow later this morning. So the next couple of hours, that snow will shift southward. Heavy snow coming down around lunchtime into early afternoon here in Buffalo, combined with winds of 40 to 50 miles per hour, creating whiteout conditions. So winds will increase as the day moves along. Right now, you'll notice that breeze outside, but later today, winds will be gusting 40 to 50 Oh, the 990. I tell you,
I know.
sometimes as that wind comes across the 990, the conditions can change very quickly on it. And notice as you're looking at the 990 by exit 1 right there by UB, you know, the right lane's got some snow, and then the center and left are okay. But that's a road that can get snow covered very, very quickly. And it will be later this morning and into this afternoon.
Joe, good morning to you. First time we're hearing from you. We appreciate you weighing in here. So happy, he says, that you're taking the time to explain what to expect for everyone. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Joe, we appreciate the kind comments because, yeah, as we all know, it is easier to perhaps write something negative. So, Joe, certainly appreciate that. We're doing our best to keep you updated. With weather, it's not always 2 and 2 equals 4. You know, things can definitely change. So
That's my kind of math.
what? So, you know, I appreciate. We're doing, you know, the models are saying one thing, your phone app says another, apparently. So just the bottom line is, as the morning moves along, that band, which is north of Buffalo right now, will start to shift southward later this morning and into this afternoon. And then as we get into late this afternoon, you really want to give you a heads up. South towns. That's when that band gets really strong. We're talking snow rates about 2 inches per hour, and you've got the whole fetch of the lake, which is the whole distance of the lake for that wind to go across. Combined with some extra moisture from these weak disturbances that are moving through, and the band will move a little bit around the south towns, but your snow is really going to pile up late tonight and into
Aaron,
Tuesday.
Does the South towns here include South Buffalo and Lackawanna?
That's you know what? I would say the South towns to me would be south of 20A, Orchard Park, Hamburg, Elma, Eden. You know, then you get into that West Seneca, Lackawanna area. You're still going to get a lot of snow right there. South Buffalo as well. You're kind of on the cusp of it. The band will oscillate a bit, but the heart of the band will be south of, say, South Buffalo.
Okay.
So, Christine, hopefully that answers your question.
Oh.
She was talking about
Like a mind
Elma in
reader.
particular.
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
exactly.
There you go. Elma,
on
yeah.
the mind, yeah.
Along the 400 tomorrow, well, later today and into tomorrow will be very, very difficult to travel along. Jordan, I don't know if you still have that winter storm severity index graphic that you could pop up, and you can really see where all the red is, which would include places like Elma.
Okay, there you go. And so Hamburg, Lakeview,
Oh, yeah.
Springville, you were talking about kind of the same story as well.
Yes. How about Michael's comment? Cheektowaga. Nobody cares about Cheektowaga. Maybe they shouldn't care about Cheektowaga. What about Cheektowaga?
Lots of question marks. Michael, we did talk about Cheektowaga a few times earlier, so if you're just tuning in, we will talk about Cheektowaga again. Really depends. South Cheektowaga will get more snow than, say, North Cheektowaga, but later this morning through early this afternoon, near the airport, the snow will be coming down. We've seen a number of cancellations for flights already, and so keep an eye on that. The winds will increase. The snow's coming down, so Cheektowaga, you're going to get that snow, several inches of accumulation late this morning through this afternoon, combined with gusty winds where visibility will be greatly reduced. There you go, guys. There's the
big board.
The
at
big
the
board. What is
airport.
this one? Departures?
Yep.
Delay, cancel, cancel.
So for those of
Thanks.
us who are just joining, here's the headline. First of all, there's a travel advisory in all of Erie County.
Yeah.
What does that mean? No unnecessary travel. And why is that important? Because crews are trying to treat the roads, pre-treat the roads, number one. Number two, shovel snow, plow snow, whatever. They need people to be off the roads. Now, this is not a ban. The difference between a ban and an advisory is that, okay, you can still be out on the roads. They're asking you not to be if you don't have to be. A ban, you can get in trouble with law enforcement and get a ticket, whatever it is. So keep this in mind. All of Erie County is under a travel advisory as of 10 o'clock last night. Tomorrow, it seems like, is going to be a big question mark. Will we actually see school closures? The answer is likely yes.
Right.
And so many of them may be coming in tonight into the overnight hours of tomorrow morning. So make sure you're checking in with us here at 5 a.m. and, of course, on WKBW.com.
You know, we keep
Yeah.
an eye too on all the different accounts and all the different entities. Erie County right now is saying snow and gusting winds creating hazardous road conditions. The greatest impact, as we've been saying, northern Erie County. If you do need to travel, exercise caution. That's that travel advisory that Ed was talking about, and schedule extra time to get there. They also say just make sure you've got anything you need should something happen
Yeah.
in your car.
And that's extreme northern Erie County right now, but as we go into the next hour or two, it'll be slowly drifting southward. You saw that line on the radar showing that it's starting to push southward. So just heads up, some spots you don't have snow right now. That's the beauty and frustration of lake effect snow. It can be in one spot where you're getting a lot of snowfall, and then things will change. And when they change, they're going to change drastically later this morning.
So we heard from Buffalo Mayor Sean Ryan yesterday, who said essentially the city is ready. They've got crews in, extra equipment. We saw them changing the tires on those ATVs to snow tracks. So,
which is really neat. And this is equipment that they didn't have before.
They've had it for,
or they weren't using.
Right, exactly.
I guess is a better way to put it.
Right.
So it's, you know, we haven't in the past seen them changing out everything to these snow tracks. And, you know, they do have the ability to reach people different ways, but it was cool to see.
Yeah.
It was good to see that we're prepping ahead of all this.
And let's call a spade a spade. Last week, the snow deal, whatever happened with the crews, we were traveling on ice. Roads really weren't plowed very well in the city of Buffalo. So they are taking precautions now, making sure that everything is set and ready to go. Yeah. And time will tell. This is Sean Ryan's first real test here.
Let me also just throw this out too. Aaron's going to do a live weather shortly. If you're naming an area that you haven't heard us say, when the stream ends, just go back and watch it, because Aaron, I promise you, hit so many of these areas. So if we don't get to your question, we may have already answered it. We'll certainly try to hit it again, but on the off chance that we don't, I promise you're going to get almost all. I think we've hit most of the communities around here.
Absolutely.
In that conversation.
Jeanette, good morning to you. I'm cracking up. Maybe they'll actually start plowing my street.
Oh, Sherry, this is a good point too.
Yes.
It's drizzling water.
Just let it drip a little bit. Okay, we're going to let Aaron do the weather. He's going to go through town by town, give you the snow totals, and show you where everything is right now, where it's going, and what you should expect to see through Wednesday. Let's check in.
All right, good morning, everyone. Here's a view right now of the 190 at exit 23. So we're up in the north towns. Look at that snow coming down right now. 190 covered in snow across western Niagara County as we are tracking that snow, which is, well, north of Buffalo, and that's where it's going to be for another hour or two. Later this morning into early this afternoon, that band will make its way toward Buffalo, and then late afternoon, South Towns, be ready, as that band is going to be strong over you later today. We have the winter storm warning in effect until Wednesday afternoon for everyone except for Allegheny County. Cold weather advisory for Wyoming, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, and Allegheny counties, 10 p.m. today through 1 p.m. on Tuesday for wind chills, 20 degrees below zero. You look at the band right now north of Buffalo, but watch this line. About an hour ago, the snow was north of it, and now notice the band is starting to push a little bit to the south. So we're going to see that trend continue. We do have some heavier snows right now. Grand Island over toward North Tonawanda, and as we make our way over toward Lockport, Lewiston, Ransomville, and into Wilson. 19 chilly degrees outside, 21 in the Falls. Wind chill values for most of you in the single digits. Wind chills tonight will drop to near or below zero, so near zero by 6 p.m. Tomorrow morning, wind chill readings about 10 to 20 degrees below zero. There's that band late around lunchtime over Buffalo. Then notice around 6 p.m. sitting over the South Towns and along the Chautauqua Ridge. Snow totals by Wednesday will be the greatest just south of Buffalo. About a foot or two of snow expected as you make your way into the South Towns, and that is for tomorrow and into Wednesday. Snow today in the band, about 3 to 8 inches of snow, some locally higher amounts, blowing snow for everyone. Temperatures in the low 20s. Tonight, overnight lows in the single digits. The snow will shift south of Buffalo, wind chills below zero. Tomorrow, snow south of Buffalo with a high of 14. We all get snow on Wednesday. More snow Thursday, cold for Friday. Saturday, your high 9.
9, that sounds nice.
That sounds very, very cold.
9, that sounds nice.
Yeah, nifty at 9. But then look at the overnight temperatures, -2 on Friday night into Saturday morning. Yep, Cheryl, period at the end of the sentence, girlfriend. Get those shovels out and clear your sidewalks. You got a good neighbor with a snowblower, hit them up.
Also, we're really lucky. Our neighbors are so nice. Like, if my husband gets the snowblower out first, he'll do theirs and they'll do ours. Like, it's nice. Welcome to Western New York.
Yeah.
You do that.
I sure do.
You did it for your friends. Now, he's got the deluxe, let me just say. What would you call that thing? It's like a tent that you're in while you
it's like a canopy. It keeps you snow covered.
I told Paul, my husband, I wanted to snowblow the one time, and I started doing it, and then the snow was like hitting me in the face, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's terrible.
This is awful.
But if you've got the canopy, actually the funny story about the canopy is that Russ got it for Christmas from his mom one year. And he's like, what the hell is this? It has come in handy so many times. He loves it now.
Boy, what if I get my husband for Christmas or his birthday, like something to snow blow?
Oh my God, he would love that. I would love that.
Please no. He's like, oh, this is for me to get out and do more work.
Yeah, right. Well, for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to get the show on the road. Thanks for being with us. Have a great day, everyone. Be
Bye,
safe.
guys. Stay safe, guys.